AFTV, we're still here at Liverpool. A very, very happy Paul. They've just taken us apart again. It reminded me of like when we first started doing the channel, and we came up, and that was 5-1 as well, isn't it? And I mean, Arsenal.
You've never forgiven me for the thumbnail on that video.
Yeah, I know. That might come back out now. I can see it already. But 1-0 up, Arsenal, which nobody really has come here this season and sort of done that to you guys. Was you looking at it and feeling a bit nervy about it?
Not in the slightest. Last year, I would have done. There was I've said this on a couple of videos already. I got a real sense. It's easy to say that now, believe me or not. You know what I mean? It's up to people to do that, whether they want to or not. I had a real sense of confidence that I haven't felt about Liverpool going behind before, because we've done it a couple of times this season. And look, you're a much better side than Burnley, but we did it to Burnley away, and I was a bit edgy then. There was a real roar from the crowd, from the cop, and we went a goal down of like, no, we're not taking this. And that's, I haven't seen a Liverpool side. My dad always used to tell me about Liverpool. It was like, don't score against Liverpool because we'll go back and score against you. And to go and get the goal back so quickly and then to get the second one, that I think that shows where we're at this season, and it's a level we've not been at for almost my entire life.
Was you surprised at the way we just, I mean, we parted the Red Sea and let Firmino in for that third, was it the second or third goal?
To be fair though, I think we surprised you a little bit tactically. I think, and you tried to do the same. I think you were meant to play 3 at the back, weren't you? You played about a 4-2-3-1 a lot during that.
I think we went with a 4 because we had to. We had so many injuries. Yeah,
exactly. And I think people expected us to go 4-2-3-1, and we went a bit more 4-3-3. Firmino through the middle. He hasn't been playing like that this season. We've been playing him in a 10, more of a support role. We made him the main man tonight, and he showed the close control that lad's got. And look, I think inevitably it's perspectives. We'll look at Firmino and look at it as a phenomenal talent. You'll look at it and go, oh, what were the defenders doing? Because that's the way we analyse our respective teams. We only watch our team, don't we? The other people are just shapes in the way of your own players. So I thought he was class, and I thought he deserved the credit for a brilliant piece of skill, or several beautiful pieces of skill. And I just feel like, I'll be honest, we talk pre-match. You told me about the injuries. That's obviously not Arsenal at the peak of their powers. I mean, I'm not arsed. It doesn't take any shine off it for me, of course. But I think use them much better than that. You're a much better side than that, and I think you'll show it. I think you need to go through this period. I mentioned it briefly in the week that I think you're in that crossover period where the manager needs to get his instructions in. I think you've played with a bit of freedom at the start of the season, like the Wenger shackles are off. Everyone gets to do their own thing. Everyone gets to do something new and fresh and exciting. This is the point where he needs to drill it down. But this is also the point of the season when you can't do that because you're playing 2 games a week. There's no time to train. It's just play, recovery. So I don't think we'll see the real Arsenal. We'll see, I think, once we get into February, when it starts to calm down again a little bit. And realistically, when you go into the transfer market heavily in the summer, I think there's some real positive signs, some news. But right now, this is the biggest gap in quality that I have known since my entire life. Liverpool have never been this far better than Arsenal, which is great for me, but it must be a bit different different feeling for you guys.
Terrible feeling, and you do make a great point, because you know what, there was a couple of Arsenal fans making that point that, you know what you guys have done is what we need to do. We've got a new manager in. It's almost kind of very similar to when Klopp first came in, because
this is his 3rd full season, Robbie, and it's 4th season at the club. Obviously, came in partway through the season under Rodgers. He won the league with Dortmund in his 3rd season. I think he did the same. I think got promotion maybe with Mainz in the 3rd season. This is when he puts together the whole package. That's what we are right now, with a complete package. And yes, you mentioned it on our channel, that injuries notwithstanding, if we get injuries, that'll cause problems. Of course it will. Cause any team problem. This is the most complete Liverpool side ever, and yous are only in the first stage of your rebuilding process. I really hope, because I think you've got a good manager, and I think you've got a couple of gems in there. We mentioned Maitland-Niles, how funny in the build-up. Like, I think he's a terrific young player. Like, I guess he's younger. I don't know too much about him. He's a talented lad, and you've always had good lads like that. But I hope your fans don't lose their heads over the next year or two, because it's going to take 3. You've got to just bite the bullet. You've got to suck it in. You've got to accept it. You're going to lose games. In the first season, I spoke to Jurgen about this in the summer. We had little spells of our best Liverpool, our best Jurgen Klopp Liverpool in the first season. Then it was big, more in the second, and more in the season after that. And now this season, we've had just over half a season unbeaten in the league, and that's a building process. It's taken us a while to get there. It takes patience, and hopefully you see enough along the way, which I think there is, for you to let's see that process out.
Listen, and I ain't taking a piss by asking this, but is it your year? Because
Can I just say,
it's looking
no
good. No
Liverpool fan has ever said it's our year. Our expression is
I've heard that.
Our expression is no. Our expression is next year. It's normally around this time when we fuck the season up and we go next year when we buy X, Y, and Z. It'll be our year. That's Man United's comment now. But yeah, no. Look, this is the best chance. It's the best Liverpool side I've ever seen constructed, and since. Not the late 80s, and you remember that Liverpool side in 88, 89, we were unbelievable, and this is the closest thing to that. So this is the best chance we've got. Will we win? And who knows, mate? Because City are boss, and City we could lose 2 daft games, 2 Thunderbolts, and it's right back to square one again. But I thought we were going to win it before the season. I've not seen anything so far this season that makes me think any less of that opinion.
Oh, listen, good luck, good win today.
All the best, mate.